Sure, she started a war that cost the lives of countless gems. We all make mistakes. Hey Internet, what's up? I'm Vid Alliger and you're watching PopFrequency. Before we get going, this video contains major spoilers for Steven Universe, so if you aren't all the way caught up, you might want to skip this one. Go watch everything up to and through Season 5, Episode 18, A Single Pale Rose, and then come back and watch this video. If you've already seen A Single Pale Rose, then you know exactly what this video is about. Rose quartz is pink diamond. I know I'm a little late to the game on this one, but I've been trying to make this video for weeks. It's just that life is crazy, you know? Also, I apologize if this video is a little rambly and stream of consciousness. It's definitely not going to be the polished video essay I would like to make, but I do have a thesis of sorts, and I'm going to be getting to it in a roundabout sort of way by the end of the video, so please just bear with me. So, rose quartz is pink diamond. This is actually a fan theory that's been along for a very long time. I remember reading about it online when I was still watching the first season, but I couldn't really get behind the idea. It kind of reminded me of people who used to hypothesize that Voldemort was secretly Harry's father. Somehow. Because plot twist. You know, it just seemed a bit too far-fetched. And yet, here we are. I'll admit that immediately after learning that rose quartz was pink diamond, I didn't love it. Don't get me wrong, I thought the episode was done really well, but my feelings about the reveal were complicated. I mean, this changes everything. Well, sort of. The truth is that the clues were there all along. In Your Mother and Mine, Garnet implies that rose quartz was made here on Earth, but there are actually multiple scenes throughout the series that directly contradict this. In Rose's Scabbard, Hologram Rose says to Pearl, "If we lose, we'll be killed, and if we win, we can never go home." In We Need to Talk, Greg asks Rose if she misses her home planet, and she answers with a simple no. So we know she's not from around here. In Bismuth says that Rose's sword can cut through a gem's physical form in an instant, destroying the body, but never the gem. So, in other words, it couldn't have been used to shatter pink diamond. There were a bunch of other clues scattered throughout the series. I'm not going to go through all of them right now. The point is, if I'd been paying closer attention, the whole rose is pink diamond thing wouldn't have seemed so crazy. The only thing that's really changed is that now we know the truth. I think the main problem I had with the reveal is that it forced me to rethink my feelings about the characters, specifically Rose and Pearl. Up until A Single Pale Rose, I had thought of Rose as being a wise and just leader. You know, she cared about life. She cared about liberty. She cared about the American way. She was immortal, but she saw beauty in the ephemeral nature of life on Earth. Sure, she started a war that cost the lives of countless gems. We all make mistakes. It was easy to argue that she was just doing what was necessary to protect life on Earth. I thought the worst thing Rose had ever done was to shatter Pink Diamond, who was kind of a bad gem anyway. Turns out she didn't do that. She did something much worse. She started a war on totally false pretenses. A needless war. Why? We don't really know yet. Maybe she was too scared or just too immature to stand up to the other diamonds to protect life on Earth. Maybe doing so would have caused a war anyway, but at least it would have been more courageous than faking your own death. So we're left with the question, was Rose just a bad person? And then there's Pearl. Pearl has always been my favorite character. She's analytical, she's brave, she's strong, she's graceful. from the beginning it was clear that she was never perfect. She's irritable, she's stubborn, she's a little egotistical, she often allows her emotions to cloud her judgment, but her imperfections made her relatable. Rose's scabbard is my all-time favorite Steven Universe episode. It consistently makes me cry. It's the episode that made me love Pearl and the show. In this episode, even though Pearl yells at everyone, steals Rose's sword, runs away, and almost lets Steven die, my heart still goes out to her. She lost someone who was really important to her 14 years ago, and she's never stopped grieving. She carries that pain around with her every day. When she looks at Steven, she's often reminded of her long-lost love. The fact that Pearl's love was seemingly unrequited while Rose was still alive just makes it all the more heartbreaking. I mean, after all these years, Pearl is still pining for someone who never returned her feelings, and now never can. It's a beautiful, if tragic, love story. Maybe. Finding out that Rose Quartz was actually Pink Diamond all along makes me see this love story in a whole new light. If Rose was Pink Diamond and Pearl was Pink Diamond's Pearl, then Pearl was created to love Rose. It was predetermined that Pearl would have a deep sense of loyalty and servitude to Pink Diamond. So, is that all it is? When you know that Rose was Pink Diamond, Pearl saying, "Everything I did for her," takes on a whole new meaning, you know? Because it's like, yeah, you were her slave. Now it seems like Pearl's love and heartbreak may actually have less to do with her character and more to do with her gem? And the whole story of Pearl being a pearl who belonged to no one is brought into question. Because she never stopped serving her diamond. She still feels an intense loyalty to Pink. So she's not necessarily this brave, independent gem we grew to love. After watching some videos on the subject from other fans, I can safely say that I'm not the only one who feels weird about the reveal. Some people really, really don't like it. And for all the reasons I've mentioned, I can understand why. I don't necessarily care about some of the supposed logistical problems, like how did Rose maintain her shape-shifted form for so long, or why is Steven's gem oriented like Rose's instead of Pink's? Because I think a lot of those things can be explained away by the fact that diamonds are the most powerful gems, so they can pretty much do anything. I think a lot of people, like me, are just having to recalibrate and reevaluate their feelings about the characters. And it's kind of a bummer, because I liked Pearl, and I want to like Pearl, but now I see her in a whole new light. And I liked Rose, but now I'm really not sure about her. It's disorienting, and it feels a little icky, but I don't think it ruined everything. I actually think it's pretty good storytelling. Steven Universe is, in a lot of ways, a coming-of-age tale. At the start of the series, Steven is very innocent. His innocence actually sort of defines his character. He's pure, he's naive. His major concerns are cookie cat ice cream sandwiches and hamburger backpacks. As the series progresses, however, Steven loses that innocence little by little. He learns that the crystal gems don't always have all the answers, and they're not always trustworthy. He learns that his mom kept secrets, and some of them were pretty harmful. And we learn as Steven learns, because the show is sort of told through his lens. And so when Steven goes through the turmoil of learning that his mom was secretly Pink Diamond, we, as an audience, experience that same turmoil. Maybe we feel a little let down by the reveal, but that's probably what Steven is feeling as well. The world of Steven Universe isn't as bright and innocent as it once was. And yeah, it's disappointing to the audience as much as it is to Steven. We're going on this journey with him, And so if some of us feel a little disappointed or betrayed by the reveal, it's because we're invested in these characters and this story. I, for one, have faith in Rebecca Sugar and her team, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for Steven Universe. Thanks for watching. Bye.